In our time, a lot of people use logic, or they need to have medical evidence, they need to have concrete scientific proof that divine laws are in effect, that law of attraction, law of assumption, that your feelings that your thoughts are causing your feelings, and your feelings are causing your beliefs, and your beliefs are changing the world around you and your actions and things like that. We now have concrete proof of this, right? But the people of old, like old Southern Black folk who weren't that educated, who didn't have access to all of these scientific and whatever laboratories and medical experiments, some of them couldn't even read. But I believe they were aware of divine laws, because they had sayings like, when you're going through things, they had sayings that they would say to comfort each other, right? When somebody was struggling or trying to accomplish something, they would say things like, if a mountain was flat, you couldn't climb it. If a mountain was flat, you couldn't climb it. Think about that. And when you really think about it, you're like, oh, okay. So what they're saying is, you're struggling to get to your goal, and it's work. It's work. But you climbing that mountain, when you get to the summit, how do you feel? How do you feel when you get to the summit of the mountain? There's a celebration. Every step you take, you get higher and higher and higher. If a mountain was flat, you couldn't climb it. Okay. Another saying that they have is, count it all joy. Count it all joy. So, their friend or somebody would be up there and they'd be complaining, and she did such and such, and then he did this, and blah blah blah, and and da 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 da. And when there'd be a pause or a break in the complaining, the old Southern Black folk would say, count it all joy. Count it all joy. Meaning, it's these things, maybe they aren't what you want, they aren't what you really desire happening, that people are doing, but they're moving you in a direction. They're moving you closer to where you need to go. They're moving you closer to your divine path in life. I don't know. Maybe, if you have to move from your job, or you have to find another job, there's people that things have happened to them, and now they're in a better space. Now they're in a better place. And they say things like, I wouldn't change anything from the past. I wouldn't change anything that happened to me in the past, because it led me right to where I am today. Count it all joy. Another saying they have, trouble don't last always, right? And that's a real old Southern Black quote. Trouble don't last always. And it's right. Trouble don't last always. It ends. So if you just keep going, it's either going to end, or you're going to go back from which you came. You're going to merge back with the divine from which you came, but the trouble is going to go away, right? So I love that they were aware of divine laws, and I really think that that's part of what kept them alive long enough to affect the future. I think many of us could not have lived in that time. We just couldn't. We couldn't. But I just find those sayings interesting. I want to get some more of them. If you have some, put them in the comments down below, and I will definitely be putting together another video of old Southern sayings that just prove that they were aware of divine law, even though they may not have had scientific labs, they may not have been able to read and all of that stuff. They were aware of divine law. Before I close out this video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has clicked on the video, liked the video, commented, and most of all, subscribed and joined the Sublime Thinkers. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Hearts.